Good evening, everyone. Ronice Jackson here with Residential Matchmakers, coming to you today live on Ask Me Mondays. Today is March 15th, and today we are continuing our Getting Your Home on the Market series. Today we're going to be discussing the seller's closing costs. Yes, what you have to pay in order to get your home sold. I know a lot of people feel like, oh, I have to pay to get my home sold. Why is that? So I've had numerous people ask me as I do that my listing presentations, what's included in a sellers for the seller to pay during the closing costs. So we're going to discuss that today, and we're going to do some examples of the seller's closing costs, but it's going to come to you right after this. Looks like I froze. So today like I said, we're going to be discussing what's included in the seller's closing costs. And we're going to do some examples. We're going to show you an example of, we're just going to use some numbers so that you can see what's included in the seller's closing costs. I'm going to bring up another slide. When you see me looking over here, don't worry. It's just because I'm looking at my deck that you guys are going to be seeing. So as you know, we're discussing getting ready for the market. So what's included in the seller's closing costs? There's fees like obviously the real estate agent's commission that you're going to pay to get your home sold. That fee you decide upon, whether it's 5, 6, 7, 8% of the list price that you might be paying in order to get your home sold, depending on what services your agent is offering you. You also have title, escrow fees, you have deed prorations, taxes prorations, you have transfer fees, notary costs. There's a lot of fees that goes into selling your home that some sellers may not be too aware of. So we're just going to run some different scenarios so that you can see what is included in the cost. So I'm going to pull up here. Let's see if we can pull up this site. And we're going to go through some scenarios here. Hopefully I get connected so that you will be able to see this. All right. All right. Hopefully you guys can see my screen and be able to see what's included in your closing costs as a seller. So we're just going to use some round numbers here. We're going to talk about whether you have a property on the market that is selling, and we're going to say that it is selling for $250,000. That's like around 260, 250 is the average sale price in the market right now. Let's say your commission or what you're paying out to your to the broker is going to be 6% to your agent, which your agent splits that 6% with that agent, that the co-broken agent that it's bringing in the buyer so that they can get your home sold. So you're helping assist that by paying out that fee, and you agree to that prior to. So that's one of the costs. Now, let's say that you had some repairs. When you did the inspection, things came up. It maybe you had to pay $2,000. Let me put that in. $2,000 for a repair. We're just saying. Hopefully you guys can definitely see what I'm doing on the screen and it's not too small. So $2,000. And the taxes, we're going to say the taxes on the property. I'm just going to pull up a property here and get some taxes. It's already have a rate in there of 2.12499%. We're going to just get an actual amount here for a property. And we're going to say the taxes is about $1,100. We're going to take this out because we can actually put dollar amounts here. So I'm going to do this and put a dollar amount. And we're going to say that property that is $250,000 has a tax of $1,100. All right. We're going to also say the balance of your loan is, let's say, $175 you still owe on the balance of your loan. And you have one mortgage. You don't have any second mortgages at this time. Now, interest rate. We're going to stick with the interest rate that's here, which is 3.875. And a closing date of May 14th. Okay? Let me say that's the closing date. So we're going to scroll down. And what I'm going to do is tap compute. And we're going to look at the cost that goes into the closing costs. So as you can see here, based on the loan balance that is still outstanding, the rate that you're paying the broker, the taxes, the interest rates, all of these different things, the repair cost, the seller is going to net $53,208. So we're going to scroll down just a little bit so that you can see a detailed closing cost. So we're going to tap on detailed closing costs so that we can analyze. So we have the title policy fee of $13.25. We have the search fee, which is a title search fee because we have to, a title agent needs to search your property to see if there's any clouds or anything on there. The clouds, it's if there is a lien on your property, if there's something that will affect your property from transferring from your possession to the buyer's possession. All right. So you're definitely going to have that show up there. And that's called the search fee. And notice that it's $175. We also have the closing fee, which is charged by the title company. So you have that $425, the transaction fee of $295, a lien search of $125. So these are the fees that goes into it. Now we have documentary stamps, recording fees, the repair costs that we originally put in of $2,000, the interest rate fee of $260, and then we have the commission broken down into two parts, which is the buyers and the listing. Because remember earlier I said the rate that your listing officer agent shares you is split between them and the co-broker that brings in the buyer. So those are the fees that's included in your closing cost. All right. And this is based off of a conventional loan. All right. This is based on a conventional loan. So I'm going to tap on the X here and we're going to go back and we're going to do another. So let's use the same scenario. That's a conventional loan. And we're going to look at an FHA. All right. So we're going to do the FHA and let me make sure that I select the different one. All right. So we just did the FHA. Actually, I'm going to put back in the same parameters. Let's see if we get the same amount. We're going to do 2,000, the same 1,100, the same interest rate, and the same closing date. Let's go down just a little here. I'm going to hit compute. Oops, I forgot to put in the loan balance. The loan balance was $175. Trust me, FHA isn't going to net you that much more because. So let's do that. Compute it once more, and it's the same amount. So notice, for those of you guys that want to shy away from a certain type of loan, notice there that it's much difference at all. All right, so just so you can see that. And again, if we go back into the detail of the closing cost, the same fees. All right, so to get an agent, this is called a net sheet. Your agent that you're working with, we definitely give this to all our sellers. They can compute this so that you can get an idea prior to putting your home on the market, what your fees are going to be, what you're going to net from the transaction. And if you're not getting one from your agent, ask them, or we are always raising our hands to help you, okay? But if you have an exclusive agreement, we can't help you, all right? Because we're not going to, that's against the rules to interject ourselves in a next agent's transaction. So we don't do that. But if you have a question that you'd like answered, we can definitely answer your questions. If your home is not on the market yet and you are looking for an agent that's willing to give you pointers on your putting your home on the market and doing everything that's necessary to get your home sold quickly and for top dollars, we're your agents, okay? So remember, there's these closing costs. You have title policy, the search fee, the closing costs, transaction fee, lien search, the costs you're going to pay for your agent to sell the home. That is called the co-broking fee, the brokerage fee, okay? And your recording fee, your documentary stamps, repairs, and interest. And if you don't have to do any repairs, that goes away and you net more money. All right, guys? So these are the fees. If you want me to run your net sheet so that you can see what you're going to net if you put your home on the market, if you want anyone here at the Residential Matchmakers do that for you, give us a call. We are definitely happy to assist you in helping you figure that out. You can get in contact with us by giving us a call at 407-286-1698, or you can send us an email at resmatchmakers@gmail.com. We are always willing to assist you in your real estate transactions. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call, send us an email. Our next Ask Me Mondays is going to be March 22nd. If you have any questions that you would like me to answer on the next Ask Me Mondays, just feel free, send us an email, and we'll certainly answer your questions on the next one. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to this week's Ask Me Mondays with Ronice Jackson of Residential Matchmakers. Looking forward to seeing you next week on our next episode. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.